Well, hello, it's your girl Tayshia Williams, the owner of Euphoric Essence Hair Salon and a hairstylist, of course. So, this is a throwback of earlier this year before the pandemic of me defining curls in the salon. Now, typically, my curls, or what you all may call it a wash and go, I call it a shampoo and go. They last for my clients up until they come back, which is like every 2 weeks. So, I know it says in the beginning, let me show you how to do one for 7 days, but it will last longer than 7 days. So I think the greatest tips for doing a shampoo and go are great products. Let's start with that. So I started off with Innersense Organic Shampoo and Conditioner on this client, and don't be fooled by the brown bottle, it's water. Nothing special but good old water. Water is true hydration. So I'm using Innersense Organics I Create Hold Gel on top of Jirano's Leave-In conditioner. And I'm going, as you can see, like 1 inch sections. So that's really important that you have control of the hair so that the product really penetrates what it is that you're working on. That'll give you the best results. And it's really important that you're using the right products again. Because your hair is like a sponge. And so when you put the product on, you don't really need to use a lot if the hair is in the best condition and you're using the right ingredients on the hair. So I did speed it up a little bit because I like to go slow in the beginning so you all can really see the detail. But I'm smoothing with my fingers and applying the product with my hand. You can barely see the gel until you start to see the results in the hair, because I'm not using that much. Innersense Organic Beauty's products are concentrated, and that means you only need very little and water. And so that's what gives the definition and, yeah, the technique. So I'm doing what they call the raking and smoothing at the same time. Yes, and I'm such a perfectionist. Every piece of hair has to be in place. It has to be defined. A good tip as well is whatever your hair looks like before you allow it to dry is what it's going to look like after you allow it to dry. So make sure that those curls are popping before you go under a hooded dryer on low heat, because the dryer does not work magic. It will just magnify what you already did before you go under. So as you can see, I'm just going around the head. Sectioning is very important. Neatness and just staying in control of each section of the hair. And making sure that you apply water before you apply product. I always apply water before I add any additional product to a section, because typically water will give the hair, or give me what I'm looking for with the result with the products. So again, here just raking. And I'll let y'all just enjoy this. So I'll give you some tips. This is my favorite style, actually, when it comes to natural hair. Just defining your God-given curls. It's just something beautiful about it. And the upkeep of it is making sure that you sleep with some type of protection for your hair, whether it be a satin or silk pillowcase or a satin or silk bonnet. It protects your hair from drying out, because when your hair touches cotton, oh my goodness, you can start a fire. It's going to suck all the moisture from your hair, and that's when you start having problems with breakage, and you're wondering why your hair is so dry and it's so rough and you have a lot of frizz. Whenever the hair gets frizzy, that means the hair is dry. So please, please, please make sure that you are sleeping with some type of protection. Even when you're changing your clothes, I tell my clients that all the time. When you get home from work, or if you're just changing your clothes in the middle of the day, put your bonnet on before you change your clothes, because the action of you pulling your shirt off and then putting another one on makes cotton rub against your hair, and it'll cause frizz. So those minor steps will definitely help your shampoo and go last as long as it can. So you all tell me in the comments, what are some of the products that you like to use for your shampoo and go? Does it last as long as you would like for it to last? Just give me some questions so I can answer it for you in the comments, and I definitely will, because we are in this together. And I will, oh my gosh, my curls always last. But it took me some practice when I first became natural, just like the average person. I'm no different. I may have a little bit more of knowledge and common sense when it comes to hair products, but I was on the same page as you, trying to figure it out for my own hair texture. So the thing I like about Innersense Organics I Create Whole Gel is the fact that it definitely works on multiple different types of textures. That's why I like their product line, period. It's clean, it has organic ingredients. That's pretty much the only thing I use. If it's not a clean ingredient, I won't even look twice at it. I don't really care about the result that it gives, because I want my clients to be healthy as well as beautiful, as well as myself. So you can definitely purchase Innersense Organics I Create Whole Gel if you click the link in my bio and go to their website and definitely purchase that. And their shampoo. I love their Color Awakening Hair Bath and their Hydrating Hair Bath, as well as their Color Radiance conditioner and their Hydrating conditioner. So I can't remember exactly which one I used on her, to be honest with you. I want to say Hydrating for the shampoo and Color Radiance for the conditioner, because it's not too many options. I just used 2 of their shampoo lines. It's pretty simplistic, but ladies, definitely look into using clean products, because as you can see, it gives amazing results. What are you waiting on? And it's concentrated, so it lasts a lot longer. You may think, oh, it's really expensive, but that's because it's concentrated, and a little goes a very, very long way. I've run across a lot of people that really overuse product. They feel like the more product, the better. And a lot of times that's not true. That's why it's very, very important that you keep your hair in its most healthiest state, because it is a sponge and ready to absorb the things that you put onto it, and not continue to put a lot of products that kind of sit on top of the hair. And the average person that would sit in my chair in consultations, those are the products that they would pile onto their hair, those that sit on top of the hair strand and never penetrate the hair strand. So they were blocking the good stuff from going in and definitely sealing in dry hair. And so that's where their issues would always fall. So definitely get the right products for this. So now that I'm home, I've added another product line that I absolutely love. It's Cadence Tailored Organic Beauty, and that's most of the time now what I use for my shampoo and go. And I really like it. It gives similar results. It may be a little softer than the I Create Hold. Feel a little bit more conditioning, I guess, with the softness. But all in all, they're both beautiful product lines. So as you're watching this, you may say, oh my gosh, this is taking so long to take these small sections. But it's worth it to not have to do anything to your hair, but take a bonnet off and refresh it for 14 days. So you take your time and you be patient and you get through it. And we are almost complete. And I'm just thinking, sitting here reminiscing about being in the salon with my clients. And I miss them so much, those hard laughs and good music. You just never know what to expect, but it's always something good. And in the front, I'll jump to the hair part. I know I'm random. In the front, you definitely pull the hair to the side of the face that you may want it. Some people like theirs going all back, but in this case, she wanted her part on the left and the curls going toward her right. So therefore, that's the side that you pull the curls to. Just let them fall naturally. Another reason why you want to add a lot of water is to avoid any type of flaking. A lot of times when you all get flakes from products, it's because you're putting it on hair that's not wet, which is what it should be when you're applying products. So this is the last part, and she's getting ready to go under the dryer on low heat. But before she goes under the dryer, I have to be the perfectionist that I am, which I feel like is what's helped me build a clientele. Go back in, make sure every single strand is coated, so there will be no opportunity for frizz in any type of way. So I see sections that I feel like are not as defined as I would like for them to be. So I'm kind of like doing a follow-up. Look at those curls. Her texture is so beautiful. Thinking about doing a class on this. Raise your hand if you want a class on how to do this. A live class. I'm doing her edges. So funny to watch me work. The details, ladies, the details. Get it, Tayshell. So she's going under the dryer with low heat. And here she is back in living color. So you go under the dryer for low heat because you don't want the curls to dry too fast, which causes frizz. And I go in, I add some oil to my hands, and then I begin to scrunch the crunch is what they call it. So the curls seem really firm and probably like, oh my God, my hair is hard as a rock. No, as soon as you squeeze on those curls, they get bouncy and soft. And the longer